A military-backed constitution is approved by voters in Thailand. Early results show an overwhelming support for the measure of more than 60%. The constitution deeply ingrains the military's approval of future elected governments. CCTV's Tony Chang reports.
As the count got underway, it was soon apparent that Thais had voted yes. Yes to the draft constitution and to accepting an appointed but unelected Prime Minister. Although the official result won't be announced for several days, the margin of victory already appears to be clear, approximately 2-1. That will be a disappointment for Thailand's last elected Prime Minister, Yingluck Shinawatra, who came out to cast her vote early on Sunday. She had made it clear she opposed the draft, despite attempts by the military government to silence her and other opponents of the proposed constitution. But she was still wary about openly criticizing the government. Will you respect the result?
So I think today, and especially in the front of the voting, we can't say that much. So we'll make sure that we are neutral.
General Prayut, the current Prime Minister and leader of the 2014 coup, had also been out early to vote, although he remained uncharacteristically silent. The military have arrested and charged those opposing the constitution in the run-up to the vote in a process that may tarnish the legitimacy of the result. Turnout was about 55%, and many voters remain confused about the actual content of the charter. Should you vote for the new constitution, yes or no? And will you accept an unelected Prime Minister, yes or no? Relatively simple choices being offered to Thai voters at the polling booth today. But many are still saying that they're confused by the contents of the constitution, particularly since the government banned campaigning on behalf of the constitution and suppressed discussion about it amongst the general public. That's left people very confused about what is a very long and complicated legal document. That said, people here voting today tell us they're keen to exercise their rights to vote, even if they're not allowed to discuss openly what they're voting for.
The importance of this referendum is how we move the country forward, and I've come here to exercise my right to vote.
I hope this referendum will help move the economy forward.
Whether the result will do that is unclear. Heavy rain in Bangkok did disrupt voting late in the afternoon, but by then the result had already been decided. This may give the military the control they want, but many predict further storms ahead. Tony Cheng, CCTV, Bangkok.